All right, I think we're live. I think we're good. We're here before the girls' game talking to our player of the game, Zaylin Rowland, and of course the coach of the game, Raven Cooper. And Zay, I'll start with you. Here on the broadcast, our guy Steve was calling it Zay Day because you basically became the field general on the court for this team, leading this team in scoring about 27 points on the night. I believe you got a little bit more than that. Big, big victory for your team tonight. You guys just punched your ticket to state. How's that feel, Zaylin?
Feels great.
Coach, how do you feel, man?
Well, you see, he's really excited about it. I think I get way more anxious about these games than they do.
Oh, yeah.
And, man, it's a big deal to get in this state tournament. You work all year long, starting with the off season, and it all comes down to one game. No matter how good you play, it comes down to this one game. This is huge. This is as big as the state championship game, because if you don't win this one, the rest of it's for nothing. So, hey, man, I'm proud of these guys today in a hostile environment. You know, this is a great environment. That's a really tough team. We knew we had our hands full, and these guys came out and handled it.
What was your message to your team when you seen the Nashville Scrubbers? They came out hot for the three-point line. I think in that first half, they was like 8 for 13. What was your message to the team?
Well, we didn't have our hands were down. We didn't have high hands, and we closed out late. And, you know, we were telling these guys, we haven't seen shooters like this all year. We've seen teams that have one, maybe two. But these guys had 4 or 5 guys that you had to be aware of at all points in time, and we closed out with our hands down, and they just dropped them right in our face. And so we made the adjustment, and, you know, they still hit a few, but we, you know, we contested them better.
Zayla, as the floor general down there on tonight, like I said, y'all started the game kind of slow. What was that message to your team to get them going?
We just had to communicate and keep playing the whole game. Coach had been telling us all week in practice that communication was going to be key. And when they came out hot, we knew we was going to have to take the first punch. And after that, we was just going to play our game.
All right, man. Listen, y'all punch y'all ticket to stay. It's still unfinished business here. Man, good luck to y'all and the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you guys
all right.
so much for joining us here up top at our broadcast position. We had to kind of scramble to get everything going here from our broadcast position, but we're ready to go for the girls' game, as it is also between the Nashville Scrappers and your Mills Lady Comets. Jamara Streets first introduced for Mills. And someone you don't want to mess with, Bingo, Emerald Tenor. And King, the freshman phenom, number 24. And Warren, Kimberly Warren getting a starting job here tonight. And Geneva Gregory finishing off the starting 5 for the Lady Comets. And now I got to pull up SB Live. I don't even have a roster.
I didn't get a chance to get down there and get a girls roster for them.
That's all good. I'll see if I can grab one right here.
Starting at guard, a junior, number 3. Jesse Lyle.
I'm still working on to get that roster, so give me just a moment.
Number 5, Shayla.
With very little reception, that's kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
At guard, a senior, wearing number 10, Olivia Dean.
I don't even have, I have a problem because I don't have our roster.
At forward,
It should be somewhere underneath the pile of our equipment, but it's going to be a challenge a test for me to remember our girls by name, by memory completely. So let's see how both teams match up in this ball game. We're just about set for our second game of the night. The Lady Comets just saw the Varsity Boys Comets defeat Nashville. And they look to do the same thing. Yes, she is. And Streets controls the opening tip. Didn't know what to do with it at first. That she goes in for 2. Shot no good. And a rebound by Nashville. That's Shalyn Lyle. Lyle inside for 2. Shot no good. I'm going to move the ball around the perimeter. Now drive inside. Now another shot for 2 from the left block. No good. That's Hollins. And she gets her second chance bucket. Here's Streets. Look inside. She was looking for Warren. It was stolen away by Lyle. Now Lyle to the left block. That's a shot for 3, no good. And ball tipped.
That way.
Rolls out of bounds. Goes back to Mills. Man, this has been a hectic evening for us here at our broadcast position.
Okay, I think we're good. I guess we're good.
Stolen away by Nashville. That's Olivia Dean. Her shot no good and goes out of bounds back to the Lady Comets. So
it's about as hectic down there as it is up here, it feels like right now. A lot has happened, and there's only 2 points on the board. I feel like a lot has happened up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we call timeouts as well?
Yeah, right. Broadcast timeout, please. Hey, that's why we need y'all as advertisers, sponsors, so we can run your videos, please.
We'll get to the sponsor options here in a moment. Lyle off the steal and one. There'll be a foul on Embryl Tenor.
Yeah, that's a bad foul, unfortunately, on Tenor. What number was that? What number is she?
14.
Misses the free throw, though.
Nashville retains possession. Now a look from the left block. Now back up court. Lyle keeps it. And stolen away by Gregory. Maybe during a break we can go to the opposite side of the arena and get a roster.
Oh.
Street shot no good.
That's a carry,
and a carry, yep.
Boy, Steve, you said before the game this Nashville Lady Skirmish team like to run, and man, they are out there running.
So once we get another break in play,
I may run over there and do that for you here in just a second.
Some folks want to hear the sponsorship options. We'll get that.
Oh yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
Someone blamed me for the stream cutting off. That was not my doing. I have no device other than my phone with me, so I couldn't have been the cause of that.
Come on, Streets.
Streets, one of the two freshman phenom that's been playing all season long alongside Mackenzie King.
You know the old adage,
wow.
Whoa.
That's a long three and off the back iron by Jesse Lyle.
Oh, my God.
And here's Gregory, gives us Streets.
That's a foul.
No foul called. And as we're nearing halfway into this first quarter, Lady Comets have yet to score, as that's a bucket for Carolyn Dean. And now, timeout, Joe Gregory. So I'll let you guys know about our sponsorship options. If you and your business would like to advertise with us during this regional tournament and the state tournament, you have three options, three phone numbers you can give a call. First, my guy right next to me, Steve Henson, 501-960-2255. Will Watkins, 501-620-9266. Or myself, Trip Keeter, 501-238-2756. If you or your business would like to sponsor Mills Comets postseason basketball starting at $50 a game.
Yeah. In essence, what that means is that you're going to help sponsor getting this broadcast up and going in Farmington. Again, the ladies will play. If the ladies, if we're able to pull this one off, get a victory here, the boys have already punched their ticket. So we're going to be heading, hopefully, to Farmington, assuming that'll work. If we don't get to go, you got to listen to whatever stream the AAA is providing.
So the ball stolen away and shot no good.
Another rebound, though, for
Nashville. From the wing, got him. That was Jesse Lyle.
Second chance opportunities, and
that three was pretty.
Yeah.
Lady Comets trail 9-0. Gregory off the pass from Tenor inside for two, no good. A rebound by Jesse Lyle.
Oh, good pass.
And a shot near the middle by Dean, no good.
Man.
She gonna pull up.
Another three.
Hey, you can't just fall off of them. You got to get out there on them.
And now foul. I'm going to call this a foul on Nashville.
Fans don't like it, as a biased crowd wouldn't.
Jesse Lyle charged.
We'd be booing too.
Marshall Walls and Anthony Hester up here saying hello to us, our guys.
Good to see those fellows make their way up here.
Now, what I love about being with the Mills Network is just getting to connect with all the coaches and players. We'll talk about that more here during a break. The Lady Comets, they've been struggling here, and we have a official on the ground.
Official down, player down.
Looks like he nearly fell on top of Jamara Street. He's back on his feet, though, doing his job
and
again.
He made the call.
Hey, yeah, you gotta applaud him for that.
Give him credit.
As the son of a former high school official, I applaud you, good sir.
A great job there. Short. Oh, man.
Actually, I'll tell you that in a second. Here's a look inside, foul. Gonna have Shalyn Lyle shoot 2 after the foul from Kimberly Warren. So my dad, he used to officiate basketball games for AAA basketball. But if there's one man who hates the officials at Razorback games more than him, it'd be a miracle because he does not like it very much.
Look, I've told this story probably too many times, but Jim Ashley, when we first did basketball broadcast for Maumelle, the very first time, we knew nothing. And we were complaining about the officiating every game, every play. And I get a message from Jim Ashley, who's been a huge Hornet supporter for years and years, but he's also used to be an official. He said, hey, do you mind if I come on the games with you? I can kind of be that voice of reason for the officials. And so I was like, sure, great. That first year, awesome, man. Oh, what a move.
Just a drive inside. Shalyn Lyle. She's on the court with her sister, Jessie Lyle. Now look inside for 2 for Streets. No good, but she's fouled. She's got a chance to put Mills on the board.
After the second, we getting hacked a little bit down there. We ain't getting no calls our way.
But, you know, the funny part about that is by year 2, we were having to mute Jim's mic more because he was complaining about the officials. He gave an official a pep talk at courtside at our table one night. It was interesting. Boy, the Comets just cannot get anything to go right now. Streets misses that one. There we go.
And she puts Lady Comets on the board. Someone in the comments is going to help us out with the sponsors. They said they have a quarter.
Hey,
that's one step in the right direction.
Listen, just to broadcast one of the boys' games is a quarter of 100 or a quarter of 1,000, so $250. It ain't cheap. That's what we have to pay the AAA. So.
Yep.
Wow, good move there.
Floater from Shalyn Lyle.
Yeah, our ladies have got to figure out a way to get something to the bucket and finish.
The Streets inside, and she's going to be fouled. Okay. And shoot 2 from the line.
Hey,
foul. It's on Olivia Dean.
Streets back to the line. 1 of 2 the last time.
First shot, no good.
We got to have them. They free.
Yeah, this is that as the underdog coming into this, you gotta survive this.
Streets shot just short. Jewel Phillips will check into the ball game for her. Phillips, one of 2 seniors on this ball club for Mills. May Everhart, the second senior, who I'm sure we will see in this ball game soon. Here's Gregory.
Oh, great pass.
Inside, she was looking for Phillips. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jewel. A couple of substitutions coming in for Nashville. Looks like it'll be Jasmine May and Caroline Dean. I'm having to scroll up and down my phone on this roster, so I apologize as I'm being kind of slow with Nashville's roster. It's not disrespect. I'm trying my best.
We don't have one in front of us right now. Yeah. And hopefully those are right, because SB Live is not always correct.
Such a beautiful shot by Olivia Dean.
It looks so good from this, right where we sit.
Yeah, we had a great angle of it. Tenor gives to Phillips, up court to Gregory. Like you said, good job there by the Comets to keep possession. Now here's King. Here's to Warren, right side, as the ball tipped away from her. Kindley's diving for it, but it's picked up by Jasmine May.
Yeah, this pressure's a problem.
Shot for 3. Lily Maris that time. Nashville, they've just been lighting it up here in the first quarter. Now a foul on the floor. They're going to call this one on Lily Maris. Hope I'm saying that name right.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say right now. We knew that this was a very talented Nashville team. I got every bit of confidence that Coach Gregory is going to get his ladies regrouped and get a run here, but we got to get something going. No field goals yet. Good pass.
Look inside as Phillips and Warren just collided as they both thought Streets was giving it to him.
Spacing. Can't have two players running the same spot.
Here's Bennett. Her shot no good.
Yeah, another offensive rebound, though.
And now here's Dean from the corner. Rebound, Geneva Gregory. Now Gregory trying to drive it inside the paint. Her shot no good. Rebound by Jamera Streets. And her shot no good. Not a single field goal, only one free throw on the board for the Lady Comets nearing the end of the first quarter. Another three, no good from Bennett. The second chance shot mid-range is no good. Now I'm going to call a foul.
Man, that is, and my count may be off a little bit, but that's 7 offensive rebounds for Nashville here in the first.
There's a foul, I believe, on Jasmine May for Nashville. Now King. The three just overshot it. And a fight for the rebound. Where'd my roster go? It just disappeared.
Oh, no.
And foul on the floor.
That was a crazy pump fake right there.
Yeah. Well, I think it was a pump fake to save her life because she saw it out of the corner of her eye. She saw Geneva coming.
She's called with her first personal foul and a timeout by the Comets. It'll be a full timeout. You know, one thing that I just I've enjoyed so much about being here calling games for the Mills Sports Network is how quick D-Rob and I were able to connect with a lot of personalities for Mills, whether it be fans or parents of players or the players themselves and the coaches. I mean, you could have assumed that Darius and I were alum of Mills with how the open arms that we were welcomed with by the Comet community. So, I mean, it's just been so great. When you got players like Charlie Collins and Marshall Walls, Anthony Hesser coming giving you a hug before ball games, that feels good. That makes all the trials and the grind of coming to do these games, driving down from Heber Springs, a lot easier and a lot more worth it. So I got to just give a big shout out to the entire Mills community. If there's any place that I want to be calling ball games, it's at the Galaxy. So thank you all so very much.
Hey, Steve, there goes his commitment
that's
right there.
We're bookmarking that. I promise you.
Who said I was going anywhere, Steve?
You just messed up.
Messed up? Who said I wasn't doing that on purpose?
What am I missing here?
Now look inside for two. They're going to call a blocking foul on Ambril. Look, if there's only one other place that I want to be calling ball games, you know where that's at.
I can think of two, honestly.
Your alma mater.
There's Heber.
Okay, there's that, but I'm talking about another one. And then, would you like to take a guess, D-Rob?
Not on duty. Not on duty.
He trying to take my spot.
No.
Who am I missing? Cowboys?
That'd be cool. But score at the end of the first. When all Lady Scrappers 23-1. It's a little-known team called the Razorbacks.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
I thought you said we the other game you disowned them.
What?
Hey, look, man. As a fan base, we've disowned them like 700 times over the last couple months. So hopefully things get better. But
disowned them. My left foot, D-Rob.
I'm so glad you just said foot. I was real worried for about a half a second. Will's not listening, thank goodness.
So once again, let me go over the sponsorship opportunities. Our prices, if your company wants to help sponsor these broadcasts, it's the pricing options start at $50 a game. And if you would like to help us out, you have 3 numbers that you can give a call. Steve Hinson at 501-960-2255. Will Watkins, 501-620-9266. And myself, Trip Keeter, 501-238-2756. If you and your business would like to sponsor the remaining broadcasts for Mills Comets basketball here in the postseason, and any help is much appreciated.
I feel like this is a telethon. We're all here. I'm waiting on whose phone's going to ring first.
Call now. The drive inside by Dean.
Wow, one-way shoot with the other hand.
Here's Kenner.
Oh, goodness.
That's
That's a kick ball. There you go.
It's going to be a kick ball. And Shalyn Lyle.
I tell you, this is obviously danger zone. You want to keep battling here if you're a Lady Comets, and frustration can set in a hurry. But basketball is a game of runs.
Yes,
Get a couple of them to go through. That's a good move. Oh,
Streets
man.
From the right block, no good.
Streets just cannot buy one right now. She is 0 for 6 from the field. She's got the only point.
And,
man.
Another shot by Jessie Lyle. I mean, Nashville, they've just been running away with it since the opening tip.
Our ladies, another turnover. Our ladies look like they're pressing. Obviously, it's easy to say, but even with their shot selection, they're just kind of throwing it up there. Got to get those offensive rebounds or defensive rebounds.
2 attempts, no good. Ambriel Tenner picks the ball up after it hits the floor. And Nashville, they've been playing the full court man-to-man, just pressing the Lady Comets all game long here in the first half. Now a chase for the ball as Lynn was racing Geneva for it. It's out of bounds, Mills ball.
And I think our ladies, they haven't seen no pressure like this all year long.
No, they haven't.
So this is very different for them.
And here's King.
I mean, watching this Nashville team. Oh, go to the bucket.
There's Mackenzie King for 3 off the shot clock, out of bounds. You know, even though this game isn't going the way the Lady Comets wanted to go, you can't count them out, though, because we've seen how good that Joe Gregory can develop his players.
Oh, yeah.
Now, everybody on this roster, except for May Everhart and Jewel Phillips, who are the only 2 seniors, everyone else is coming back next year.
Correct.
And 2 of the most repeated starters are freshmen, Jamera Streets and Mackenzie King. And I've been calling them freshman phenoms all season long for good reason, too.
I mean, the future is definitely bright. Here's the thing, as you look at on the court, got a substitution coming here. Here's Jill Phillips. Is going to replace, is that King, 24?
Yeah.
But, watching this, I've been able to watch a few of the higher-ranked girls teams this year. And, one of those teams is Valonia. This Nashville team split with Valonia this year. That Valonia team is impressive to watch, about as impressive of a girls team to watch. And this press that Nashville's got right now is equal to anything that they do.
Here's another shot for 3 near the corner wing. That was Olivia Dean again.
And then they convert like that. Just goodness gracious.
A miscue on the inbound. Ball goes back to Nashville.
It's that avalanche you got to be worried about. They got to figure out how to get something in the bucket here, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Nashville pitching a shutout right now. Talk about baseball season. Oh, wow. That was a impressive play.
And now a tight press on the inbound pass. I mean, this is just, if you love the Lady Comets as much as D-Rob and I do, we've been supporting them all season long, seeing how hard they've been fighting and how they earned their right to be playing in this game. This is just gut-wrenching for them to be down by 33, only with 1 free throw on the board. But hey, we know the future for this program is bright. Next season is going to be different. There's Jessie Lyle, shot no good. Jewel Phillips picks the ball up, and she tried to give it to Gregory, but overshot it. They're going to say is last touch by Geneva.
And just can't buy a break. Geneva going to get a quick break. I think, if anything, that's just to calm down a little bit here.
There's pump fake, now drive to the left block by Lyle. And no good. Here comes Mackenzie King. King to Streets.
Ooh.
Now Warren down the baseline, inside for two. First field goal of the night for Lady Comets.
And the difference, that was the most controlled drive to the basket we've seen out of the ladies yet tonight. Like, they looked comfortable. They looked like they knew where the rim was. Now Warren, look at her go. Stay in position. Yeah.
Tenor, she's picked up a couple of charges this season. I mean, she's probably one of the most physically dominant players on this Lady Comets roster.
I challenge Tenor to go watch last year's Maumelle Lady Hornet team. Watch Raylan Randall, who cleared 40 charges taken last season. And it was impressive as anything to watch.
I think there was like one game where she got about 8.
Yeah.
Like, it was ridiculous.
Look at Warren. I like Warren's defense right now. That's
shot for two, no good. And Elia Hollins will attempt a three-point play after the foul by Jewel Phillips.
I'm gonna rant real quick.
All right.
You said something about being consistent. We need to get those same calls on the end right there, because we definitely getting hacked and pushed and pulled too, and they barely getting breathed on. They calling fouls.
But the one where I will say that it's, let me get these subs.
Here comes May Everhart coming in for Jewel Phillips. So senior subbing in for senior. Sorry, Steve.
I think one of the big differences that you're seeing right now, though, is that, you know, our drives are so out of control, it's hard to reward them with a foul. It's a good rebound there, though. Who'd Everhart come in for?
Phillips, number 5. This is Mackenzie King.
There we go.
It's an inside the paint shot for 2.
And I think that's the biggest difference right now is, you know, if we'll be more controlled to the basket, we'll get those calls. It's just, you see a girl kind of off balance, chunking it up. Get the rebound.
Shot for 3. Had an interesting bounce. Nearly fell, and now ball goes out of bounds.
Off Streets, wow.
Off of Streets, yep. Shalyn Lyle is guarding her tight. And Jamera just kind of ran into her and lost the ball. Now a shot for 2, no good. Geneva Gregory with the rebound.
We were extremely fortunate not to have a foul there on Everhart.
Yeah, she's also a very physical ball player. Her presence just makes a difference every time she's on the court.
Well, Geneva tried to throw that off the leg of the Scrapper player, and she just took it from her.
Now look to the left side. Here's Dean. Can't get her shot to fall. Lyle with the putback, no good, and they're going to call a offensive foul on Shalyn Lyle.
Everhart got to be careful.
It's her first personal foul.
I mean, if I'm Everhart, though, like, go out there and be physical.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's exactly what she's doing right now.
Hey, get that foul count out if you have to. That don't really matter at this point.
As King gives cross court to Streets. Streets,
And
15-footer. The foul is called, so it will be a shooting foul.
Kobe.
Now we need Streets to hit both of these. This is, again, we start talking about developmental pieces and not really, I don't want to look ahead already, but you start thinking about experience. You can't buy this type of experience if you're Coach Gregory playing in front of this kind of crowd in tournament action. But these plays right here is what he's going to look back at and say, hey, look, next year we can't miss these.
Yeah.
We're going to be in these games. So, Streets gets 50% of them there.
So, judging by the live chat, we've already received 2 donations towards the Mill Sports Network, so thank y'all so much.
Yeah, appreciate that. That'll help us get the crew up to Farmington or potentially back down here on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
So
here's Streets. Had her shot blocked and stolen away by Olivia Dean. 2:20 remaining here before halftime. Another 3, this time by Lily Meras. No good. Now here comes Tenor. Ambriel inside for two. Can't get the layup to fall.
And again, to Darius's point, I'm a little surprised that we don't get that call.
There's another look inside for two. Shot no good. It's her own rebound and the follow-through. Lyris Bennett.
I promise if they would call foul down, I was going to go get a whistle. I was going to show them how it's done.
Well, if they'd have called a foul on that trip down, I might have went down there. Okay. She got shoved mid-back. We don't call that one. We got problems, y'all. And again, no, don't make it. We're not making it out sound like these officials are causing a 38-6 game. This Nashville team's just good.
Yeah.
Really Mara's charged with her second personal foul.
And they running. They moving, they running. And they shooting that ball, too.
Well, and again, this is nothing against Coach Gregory. Again, we talked about it, just what an absolutely phenomenal job he's done with this program to go from 0 for 3 years to in a regional right now for the first time in 12 years is really, really impressive. But you're seeing the experience factor out there right now. I mean, it's a Nashville team that's used to being here. This is not, Mills isn't used to being here.
I'm pretty sure half of these girls didn't even know what a regional tournament was.
Yeah.
There's Warren with a putback. Off the missed free throw, no good. They're going to call a push foul on Ambriel Tenner.
They said streets? No. Yes.
Well, here come the Lady Scrappers. Look inside the paint for two. Got it. Who was that? That was Lyris Bennett. Here comes Tenner.
Geneva
Gregory. Back to Tenner now. Corner Warren.
Where's nothing? There you go, Warren. Get it back. Go. Hit that three.
Tenner for three, just shy.
When these ladies get more confident in their shot, man, they gonna be so bad. They really can't shoot the ball good.
And that was going to be one of my questions. Is obviously I've not watched a lot of these games this year fully through, so that was another question: was who's your scoring options out there right now?
Well, everybody on the court. One thing that Coach Gregory has been preaching, and something that we've noticed on the broadcast, is each player on the court, they have their own role to play, and Ambriel Tenner being one of the frequent three-point shooters, she's found her spot near the wing of the lane. So many offensive rebounds, by the way, for Nashville on this possession.
Wow.
As takes Warren to hit the floor and fight for the ball back.
Well, but the jump ball is going to favor Nashville anyway, so it works as another offensive rebound.
So 30 seconds remaining before half. Shot clock is dark, and now a foul. They're going to call this on Jewel Phillips. I believe that's her second, and it is.
15 offensive rebounds here in the first half for Nashville, and I've probably missed a couple.
And I think that's really the difference in the game right there, them offensive rebounds too.
Oh, 100%. I mean, they're 15 of 43 from the field. Like, if you rebound those, you're not down 40-7 right now. And, I mean, that's a part of the issue. That's not the whole issue.
Sanders with the rebound. Oh, and here's Gregory.
Okay.
Geneva inside the paint. Had to kind of toss the ball up early before she wanted to. And now we have a Lady Scrapper hit the floor as she was fouled by Jewel Phillips, as that was Jasmine May.
2 shots.
Yeah, 5th foul. And that's kind of, those are things, obviously, Geneva young. This is, we cannot overstate that this is a very young team. Although, again, you're no longer a freshman. You're no longer a sophomore. You've played a full year of basketball. You're playing postseason ball. So, in essence, you're a year older than what your classification says right now in experience. But, I mean, you see Geneva drive to the basket there, and instead of staying under control, she just tosses it up off the backboard. Those are the little things that this team will continue to build on and get better with in the offensive side of the game.
Comets looking for one last shot before the half. Here's Warren.
Shoot
cross court to King. Now top of the key, Gregory. 2 seconds.
Shoot it.
King can't get the shot away in time.
Oh, she did.
But it fell.
Count it.
And they count it. I thought for a moment that she still had her hand on the ball.
It was close.
Yeah, really
close. There's no replay in regionals, so we'll take it.
So they'll count the basket, 43-9. Is our score going into the half. And once again, if you and your business would like to help sponsor the Mills Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports and our coverage of regional and state tournament basketball for the Mills Comets. You have 3 options to give a phone call to. Steve Henson, 501-960-2255. Will Watkins, 501-620-9266. And myself, Trip Keeter, 501-238-2756. Once again, call or text those numbers.
And before you take us to break, Trip, I want to reiterate why it's important. Obviously, we have a great relationship with PCSSD, but these are fees that we have to pay the AAA on top of the fact that the AAA has decided to put these state tournament sites so far away. Obviously, over 2 hours to get down here to Nashville for a regional. Then we got to turn around and go 3 hours to Northwest Arkansas. A lot of times you'll have back-to-back games. And so, obviously we got to potentially put you guys up in hotels, and we want to make those things work. Doesn't necessarily have to be your business. The reason we say businesses that want to sponsor, though, is because we're looking to build that relationship with you guys out in the community. We want to be able to benefit you guys. Remember, of all of the proceeds we take in from our broadcast from sponsorships, we revenue share that back a percentage. That percentage is 60%, y'all. We give the majority of that sponsorship money back to PCSSD to help fund this program specifically, as well as the athletic program. So we appreciate you guys for the support. We love that you guys love Trip, Darius, the rest of our crew, Shanice. And so we're going to have our work cut out for us getting a group up there to Farmington next week. Heck, we're going to have our work cut out getting a crew back down here Friday night for the boys game.
Yeah.
And so, again, these games right here just today alone, $100 a game. Friday, $100 a game. If we continue to advance through the weekend, $100 a game, and then once we get to the next level, it's $250 a game. Semifinals are $350. So that's why we're asking. We love your support, and again, you're supporting these student athletes and our ability to promote them at the next, to get them these opportunities they deserve. So we appreciate you guys and all the support you can give us.
Absolutely. We're going to take a break here at halftime. We'll be right back with the second half of play right here on the Mills Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports.
You should choose PCSSD because of the great teachers, the great staff, and the opportunities that your child will have to further their education, their social development, and basically just their lives. My kids are getting a great education. They are getting great opportunities to be involved in sports and extracurricular activities in the community. I believe that for our family, we chose the best possible school when we chose PCSSD. If I were to do it all over again, I wouldn't do anything any differently.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. Stayed down, remain humble, and I made it work. Crazy how I came out so clean from the dirt. We was using candles on the nights the lights ain't work. We ain't never going back to that and that I merch. Turn your back on me, the worst mistake you ever make. Keep my grass cut, gotta watch out for the snakes. If it's on my plate, best believe it's getting 8. I'm ballin' like I'm Kobe 33 before the 8. I just want the rings and the medals and the trophies. I want the Kardashians and Jenner to all know me. I wanna take a Uber to the hills to visit Chloe. I want the floor seats cause I'm tired of the nosebleeds. When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. I feel like I'm Scottie Pippen, putting on the work but they don't give me no recognition. Basically the league's MVP but the P is missing. I'm the most valuable but sometimes they tend to forget it. I live my life on the edge but my back against the wall. I make sure my shoes lace cause who gon' catch me if I fall against the odds, but I'ma beat them all. I used to have a lot of friends, I never thought my day one circle be this small, but who needs love if it's fake love? I'm tryna shine like the diamonds on Mike's glove. Get in my way and you gon' feel it just like Mike's glove. I'm tryna go from burnt rugs to the red rugs. That's facts. When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. Who gon' stop me now? I'm on the road, let me know. Who gon' stop me now? Who gon' stop me now? Who gon' stop me now? I'm on the road, let me know. Who gon' stop me now? Gang, gang. When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit.
Shanice, please unmute my microphone. Thank you.
What just happened? What just
Messing
happened?
with Shanice live on air. So we're back here for the second half of play. And we thank you for sticking with us here on the Mill Sports Network. Brought to you by Natural State Sports. Got a big crew here tonight. Trip Keeler alongside Steve Henson and Darius Robinson, our producer engineer. As always, Miss Shanice. And we got Pat and Will on the cams tonight.
Yeah, had to steal from the Sylvan Hills crew.
Yeah.
So, but we brought the A-team.
Steve, did I tell you about when I was just a one-man crew a couple weeks ago?
No.
I would never want to do it for us.
It's
That's
rough.
all I'm going to say. Yeah,
it's rough.
It was wild.
It is rough.
So going from being a one-man crew to, I can't count that high how many people we got here. So
yeah.
it's a big improvement.
That's why it's so important for us to get the sponsorships rolling as we look to next season. Obviously, football is going to be a lot of fun. New conference, new teams, new places to go. Some of your stomping grounds, so you're going to be used to some of those spots. But
I don't have to go far.
Yeah, and so, I mean, it's why it's just that much more important. Look, and here's the thing. We're not asking for sponsorships to put in our pockets. The more profitable we are, the goal for us is to continue to put money back into these broadcasts. That way we can bring, maybe next year, we can bring 3 or 4 camera operators on the road with us.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I think it'd be real fun if D-Rob and I could have an extra voice or two in the booth with us during football games. That'd be a blast.
Man, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Look for 2. Lady Comets looking for some pride shots here in the second half, looking to bounce back from, just Nashville making plenty of shots just like that. And it never ends.
And really here in the second half, obviously we don't have the sportsmanship rule in effect until the 4th, so hopefully we can get this thing under 30. But, the goal here has got to just be get confidence.
Yeah.
Streets misses that one.
If anything, what I was thinking about near the end of the second quarter is that, like we said earlier, all but 2 of these ladies, they will be back next year with Coach Joe Gregory and the Lady Comets. They're going to have this as weight on their shoulders throughout the offseason and use that as motivation to get in the lab, get in the gym, get better, get stronger, faster, anything they could do. I'm like losing my
Man, it was such a great set. They did it well. Warren just couldn't get it to go. Man.
Another 3. I'm not even going to look at the Nashville roster anymore because why should I?
Man.
And just to piggyback off what Tripp said, this Lady Coming team, this is a very exciting group to watch. Although this score right here, like he said, it's just an experience. Even though Coach Gerson said he came down here to win, but this is an amazing group that he put together this year. They're fearless. They get after you. They can really shoot the ball. They help each other up, and it's gonna be an amazing ball club for years to come.
And I'm gonna tell you what I want to see, and I said it a second ago, but I'm gonna make the point again. It's a good move. Get the rebound. There you go.
Good.
But what I want to see is just like a minute ago. Streets is shooting. It's just not going for. Get her some more shots. Shooters shoot. Man. Just can't get it to go.
Normally, all these shots that the Lady Comets are taking, I can't blame them for any shot they've taken because they're not shooting out of their range or anything. These are normal shots that they would take.
Well, and they're not bad shots. Now, I will say in the first half, early on, I think it was just pressing and wanting to get something in the bucket, not wanting to be shut out in a quarter. But I feel like this first minute here, the second half, the shot selection's been fine. It's just they're not going for them. It's just, and that's basketball sometimes. And unfortunately, it's happening against a team that's just uber talented right now.
Oh, yeah. Uber talented. That's one way to put it, yeah.
There you go.
King, left side, gives to Warren. Now back.
Let's see some more movement here. Come on, ladies, move. You can't break a zone standing still.
Streets, mid-range jumper. She's fouled. And we'll head to the line.
So Streets, let's get some confidence here. Let's get some things going here at the free throw line. It's been a struggle there. There you go.
No, thank you.
I think that's a term we don't understand.
You don't want to understand. I had to learn it the hard way. Body's hitting the floor again.
Let that body.
I knew it. You're going to go for that.
Are we going to get the jump ball at all?
So there's fouling, no jump ball. That should,
That's 4.
15 seconds ago, that should have been a jump ball, really.
That's 4 on 10.
And Ambrose, as I said earlier, I mean, she's just
she plays football that day.
Yeah, she's the most. I mean, technically she's playing rugby because she ain't got no pads on. She doesn't need any because she's kind of like Coach Gregory compared her to an extent to Draymond Green.
Oh gosh,
because she is not someone that you want to mess with either. As someone, I'm not going to say who or for what team, but near the end of one of the conference games, threw a jab at her, and Ambrose had to be held back by 2 of her teammates just to stop her from ending somebody's career.
But see, that's not Draymond Green though. Like Draymond Green just does that. He doesn't respond to that. Draymond's the one throwing the punch. Goodness gracious, stop it, Nashville.
So basically, what you're trying to say, we was thinking the Malice at the Palace.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
Hey, Malice at the Palace was Parkview Mall Mill a few years ago.
That was wild.
Yeah, rewatch that broadcast once or twice.
Please don't. Please don't.
No, I have. I don't want to anymore.
Watch this. At the time, almost 40-year-old man try to tackle 6'6" Nico Davier, who's now a defensive tackle for Arkansas. That was fun.
He's been got to hear his name announced in the starting lineups a couple times for the football Hogs. That was cool to hear.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think he's going to have a big year this next year.
Drive inside down the left baseline with Streets.
It's going to be exciting to see them, some Mills coming, alumni on the hill this year. Hopefully get some playing time this year.
Yeah.
Jabray Shaw,
yeah.
Anton Pierce, and Mr. Charlie Collins. So, it's good to see some in-state recruitment come into the Hogs, too.
Okay, guys, I have to know. From my field of vision, looking right down midcourt, there's an old gentleman in overalls with a nice hat on his head, right?
Got his legs leaning over.
Okay, dude, is that his jacket? Because, dude, that
dude looked like his legs.
It looked like his legs. I thought it was a scarecrow. I'm like, what is happening over there? This dude's got some Gumby legs. Pat's got to get that. Like I'm telling you, that looks like Gumby legs over there in front of the old man. I'm so like, no, Pat, thanks for trying to tell him to get on the game. There you go. Yes, the Gumby legs. I'm telling you, like, this is not.
That's his jacket.
It is his jacket.
Yeah.
But from here, it blends with his overalls. So it looks like it's great. Oh, man.
Well,
sorry,
goodness.
I just had to bring some humor to the broadcast there for you.
We talked about some former Comets, current Razorbacks. I feel like just judging by what he posts alone. There we go. Kendall Warren inside for 2. Just judging by his social media alone and how he talks about it, I mean, Charlie Collins, he just seems genuinely excited to be a Razorback. And that's, I feel like, something that's almost a lost art in college athletics these days. So seeing a guy as athletic and talented as him be excited to be on the hill with Coach Pittman and the Razorbacks, I feel like that's just that's a morale booster as a fan, really.
And it says a lot about Charlie when you think about the day and age of NIL and everything else going on across the landscape of college, and then he really wanted to go to school with his cousin, and him and Courtney team up together, and Courtney makes the decision to go to Missouri, and I hope he has a great career. But it says a lot about Charlie to stick to his commitment and really, let this thing play out with Coach Pittman and see which direction this program goes. Get in the bucket. Come on.
Streets can't get that shot to fall. It was a good attempt.
Like, no shots are falling.
0 for 12, man. It has been a rough night for Streets.
Drive inside. Now another corner 3. This time no good. And a jump ball is collision going for the rebound. Now a long 3. I was probably just about to take off my headset and quit after that went in.
Well, if we didn't get the rebound, come on.
Gregory cross court to King. King finds Phillips.
I do wish that we had a roster for Nashville in front of us so I could see the classifications of these girls.
Yeah.
Because I feel like these girls they've probably got a few seniors out there on the floor.
I bet. I'd be, shocked.
Another offensive rebound.
Freshman or sophomore on the court playing like this.
That's 4 on Gregory.
Man. Yeah, I mean, but back to your point in terms of, Mills alum that are up there, and good to see those guys get an opportunity with Anton and Jabre, who was one of my favorite players to watch. That's been really cool to see. Trying to get these substitutions here. I'll try to make my point. Who else sat there? Oh, there we go. Okay. But as we wait. But, and then Charlie as well up there, so.
An offensive rebound off the free throw. May Everhart comes down with it. And she was fouled.
But my point is that we are, we're fortunate here within PCSSD. I want to say a huge thanks to them for trusting us to build this network. But, you guys, it's pretty amazing the amount of talent that we have across this network. And now, guys up on the hill. And, I can name off the names with, of course, Charlie now and Anton Jabre. You got from Mills, and then you got Nico, as well as big baby Andrew Chamberlain from Maumelle.
Now here comes Sanders. Gives to Gregory. Left side, Streets. Back up top to Gregory, driving it inside, 15-foot floater. Got it.
There we go. Robinson, Zach Williams has finally graduated, but that's a great Robinson alum that's up there, or that was up there.
May Everhart brings down a defensive rebound for the Lady Comets. It's good to see both seniors on the court for the Lady Comets. And now a blocking foul on Nashville.
But so, and that's our goal, obviously, as a company, is to continue to help promote these young men and women out on whether it be the football field, out on the diamond, out here on the hardwood. That's what we want to do. And it's not about getting them to go to Arkansas. It's about getting them to go anywhere that they can get an opportunity at the next level, if that's what they want to do.
As we call it, their free tuition.
That's right.
And Mills had their biggest signing class They signed 11 players on signing day on February 7th. And I'm telling you, that atmosphere was crazy. I had a chance to interview a couple players from Kill Madison, Ringo, Dylan Parks, and all them guys. And it was crazy how them guys were just excited to go play some college ball.
What you had? How many? 5 end up at Coffeyville, right?
Yeah, 5.
And you think about that. The really cool part about that. And guys, let's not. Come on, good hustle by Streets down there.
Well, under a minute to go here in the third. So 5 to shoot for Nashville. Shot no good, and Gregory trying to get a defensive rebound, but Nashville retains possession. 3, no good.
Oh, my gosh.
And another offensive rebound. Sanders accidentally knocked the ball off of the face of a scrapper.
Travel?
Offense, yeah.
Yep, travel.
Finally. We can't get the basketball back without it. Man.
You were saying?
I lost my train of thought now. What was I saying?
Had, 7 guys?
Oh, yeah. So the 5
same?
guys at Coffeyville. But, we sometimes people want to look at that and go, oh, they're going to JUCO. The Streets, man, she just still can't get one to fall. But, in this day and age, in the landscape of college sports and the transfer portal and NIL and everything else, the idea right now is get your opportunity where you can get your opportunity, and use that opportunity to work your way up. Because, we looked at college, especially the Power 5 level being the minor leagues of the NFL. Well, now you really need to look at JUCO and some of these, smaller schools, even if it's a UCA, and people are going to get mad at me, but an Arkansas State or, schools like that aren't at the Power 5 level. Those are the minor leagues of the Power 5 or Power 4 level now, whatever we're going to call it. And so, you got to take those opportunities. And here's the cool part with Coffeyville. You know, guess who hosts the JUCO National Championship? Little Rock, War Memorial Stadium. Root for Coffeyville because they may be right here playing for a state or for a national championship. That game was a lot of fun here when we were there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it's also a direct pipeline to Arkansas, too. That's what most of Arkansas CNA players see is Coffeyville.
There's Gregory, who's fouled. 1.5.
One of my favorite players from PCSSD is at Coffeyville, Mr. Noah King Freeman from Robinson.
Great running back. Man.
So I'm excited he's got another year there and then hoping to make that next jump. So I'd love to see all those guys right back here in Little Rock next well, I guess would that be winter time or late winter next year. So what was that, January? Was that JUCO National Championship?
I think it was December-ish, somewhere around there. I think it was like just before Christmas. Everhart comes down with a rebound.
Oh, they didn't count it.
Shot falls, but it will not count. 60-15 as the Lady Comets trail Nashville. We're going to have the sportsmanship rule in play here for the remainder of this ball game. I mean, you hate for the season to end like this for the Lady Comets.
Yeah, you do. And I mean, but again, take nothing away from this team. Obviously, the disappointment's going to be real, and I know the fan base is going to be disappointed. You likely are looking at the team that's going to play for the 4A state title in this Nashville team. They are most likely going to be there in Hot Springs here in about 2-3 weeks. So, yeah. I mean, again, that's not trying to take any kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, we're not trying to take this game and make it a moral victory. That's where I was trying to go. Because this season's been special. Again, first time in 12 years. We talked about it before. This team went roughly 3 years without winning a game.
Yep.
A game. And weren't even competitive. And so to be the 4 seed and to make it into a regional and be a game away from playing in the state tournament's pretty impressive.
And that was one of the main reasons why we really tried to get down here so we can give our flowers to these Lady Comets for a hard fall season, because no one knew they was going to make it here but them. And guess what? They did exactly what they did. They did their job. They finished the conference strong, and they came here as a 4-seeded regional, and they here. And so now we give these ladies their flowers.
The clock will not stop for the remainder of this ball game other than timeouts as Ambriel Tenner drives it inside for 2.
And to your point, Darius, you're right. I mean, when I sent the email out to the district in terms of like what our postseason plans were, this one right here was number 1. There was no chance we were not going to be. There's no chance we weren't going to broadcast this game. Get in there.
Jewel Phillips shot for 3, no good. And May Everhart, she was racing to get that rebound, but just couldn't get there in time.
His coaches made some substitutions here.
It's Highshaw checking into the game for the Lady Comets. There's a shot for 3, no good. Highshaw gets the rebound, outlet pass to Jewel Phillips, but off her shoulder. Out of bounds back to Nashville.
So, again, be proud of this Lady Comet team and know that the future is very, very bright.
Shot for 3 by Nashville, no good. They get an offensive rebound. Move the ball back around the perimeter. Now drive inside as shot for 2 is good. Just barely shot it over May Everhart.
Also, school choice is still available. So if you're looking, if you're a 6 foot tall or taller female basketball player and would like to come get educated at Mills High School, apply for school choice.
Jewel Phillips shot no good.
Just saying. School choice is a thing. Thanks, Gov.
Also, the Mills the Mills School, Little Rock Mills, they having like a teacher versus student basketball game. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be in March.
Oh, boy.
I told them that me and Trip want to play.
I'll broadcast it.
I don't know why he had the bright idea of speaking on my behalf.
Yeah.
Here comes Sanders. No. Loses her dribble. And they call it jump ball.
Yeah. I mean, probably, it's going to be our ball. Get back down here, ladies. It's our ball. Come on. Get back down here. Let's keep playing. I like this, though, because this right here will potentially pay major dividends for Coach in the future, being able to get these ladies into a state tournament style regional game here and getting a little bit of experience. Obviously, crowd's more subdued with the score, but this is invaluable experience again for these ladies right now. Hit that bucket.
Sanders got it.
Boom. What's that? Take that.
And she's just a sophomore also.
Did they call that a 2?
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Huffle was online.
That was baloney.
Floater inside the paint, no good. And Roberts controls the rebound. Mid-range jumper for 2. Leslie Roberts, no good. Fight for the rebound now. Highshaw as he gives the.
Well, guess what? She's coming back too.
Yeah.
What number was that got that bucket?
11.
Okay.
11.
Yep, Darius, I'm going to have to teach you how to use this app before next season.
Uh-oh. Please. Here comes Sanders taking it coast to coast, but has her pocket picked. And now
I'm getting a substitution timeout.
Yeah.
But he wants a. I don't think they're going to make it. This is just a sub timeout. I don't think they're going to make the. Yeah.
The clock has stopped, so I'm not sure why.
Yeah. I think there's some confusion, and he does want a timeout, I think, it looks like. I don't know why. What are we doing?
Who knows at this point?
I mean, initially that was just a substitution timeout. The officials were going to get the players there at the table into the game since we hadn't had a stoppage.
Yeah.
Nah, you think there was some losing. Warren, I think it was.
What's happening?
Did
we get a
I think there was a technical foul.
Okay. I'm confused.
Yeah, they didn't really do much in terms of signaling it. So May Everhart gets her first technical shot from the line.
What I think it is, running girls that subbed in probably wasn't in the book, and that's a tech.
Okay. I think that's playing an ineligible player, right? It's like a automatic forfeit.
Yeah.
Ask Fordyce about that one. Man, that's tough on them.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine. That's like what happened in the eight-man this year. I think it was that Strong made to the eight-man quarterfinals, and they had to forfeit the game because of an eligible player.
Yep.
Remember my senior year, we had a conference opponent also have an eligible player playing their football game. There's a shot for 2 by one of the freshmen who moved up. Well, I don't even have their names. Our roster is just gone somewhere. We had their names written down somewhere, but I don't know what happened to it. I think Will threw it away.
Probably. Did Will just give up on running the other camera?
No, yeah, he did. He's just been sitting down since halftime. Leslie Roberts, no good.
She had a nice shot. Shoot it again.
She does. Oh, she wanted to.
She heard me.
Go. Yeah, there you go. Oh, a little short. She was too surprised to shoot it. Go get it. You got to go get that.
She heard me. She's like, oh, wait, he's not my coach.
We apologize. We don't have the 3 freshmen names. It's kind of been lost, but we for sure We'll know their names by next season.
Man, that court hard. You hit the ball dribbling all the way up here.
Another three-pointer for Nashville. That's basically all they've been making all night long. And they can hardly miss.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's crazy because they haven't really shot it well from three. It's just that early onslaught where we just couldn't get anything going.
They say this is payback for doing their boys like that.
Yeah.
The ball instantly out of bounds. So.
I can't keep up on my app right now because I don't even know who's in the game.
EA Sports in the game.
Yes.
Hey, it's coming back this summer.
Are y'all ready for the college football?
Oh, yes.
You have no idea.
I'm not even coming outside.
As soon as the pre-order is available, I'm getting it.
Yeah. All right.
Look at that.
Hey, that's a freshman.
Y'all won't see me all summer long. I'll just be stuck in my room on my PS5.
No, you're not kidding. So glad Santa bought my kids a PS5 this year.
Stolen away by Nashville. Roberts nearly took out somebody's eye.
Hey, we'll take it.
A minute to go here in the fourth.
Hey, look who's back.
Hey,
Will's back.
No, he's just breaking down. He's ready to go home now.
Yeah, he's
Look
trying
at
to get
him.
us out of here.
Look at him, man.
There's a shot for three, no good. And hey, we got nowhere to go
but home.
But talking about this Lady Comets program, we've been on the rise, and we're going to continue going upwards in an upward trend. Coach Joe Gregory has proven himself as the for sure leader for this team. And, I mean, the way he could just develop ball players over an offseason has been showing its proof this season. And, hey, if these girls are good, we're good this year, they're going to be even better come next season. We're excited to see that.
Wow. Look, sports is about a culture that you build.
Yes.
Coach Gregory has built a culture, and now these ladies are going to learn to win and prove that culture. So, tough one tonight.
Yeah, well, hey, got nothing but congratulations for Joe Gregory and his Lady Comets team as they earned their right to be here. They had to fight through so much adversity this season.
Yeah.
And they earned it to be here.
They definitely did.
Mm-hmm.
And as some fans are saying, back and better next year.
Yes,
we're going to be here for that. The Mill Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports, is not leaving the Comets anytime soon. And we're going to tear everything down here, and we're going to get ourselves back home to Central Arkansas. So we thank you all so much for joining us on a historic night in Mills Comets basketball history.
And hopefully we be back Friday for the boys game.
Yep.
And
Stay tuned.
They play the winner of Arkadelphia and Warren. And that game's going to be at 5:30 Friday.
On Friday. So we want to be here. I'll tell you the phone numbers one more time. You can call me, Trip Keeter, at 501-238-2756. Will Watkins, 501-620-9266. Or Steve Henson, 501-960-2255. If you yourself would like to sponsor us, or if you have a business that would like to sponsor our broadcast of Mills Comets postseason basketball, we can also even send it to our Venmo and Cash App. Yep. Our Cash App is NSS Media. Our Venmo is V1. That's the number one, V1 NSS. For any donation and any sponsorship is welcome. So that's going to do it for our coverage here tonight from Scrapper Arena. We got to head home. So for Will and Pat on the cameras, for Shanice behind the production of
running
this one.
Everything.
Yeah, basically. For my guys, Stephen D. Rob joining me here on the headset. This is Trip Keeter saying good night from Nashville. Love you all, Combination.